And
turn off Spotify and Apple and go onto YouTube right now because
uh,
I have a
uh,
roly-poly. Honestly, he's so upset because he has been sleeping on my chest for the last 2 hours, and I had to wake him up to come record with you. So,
oh
he's
my
probably not gonna
gosh.
have to or he's not gonna probably be able to stay in here too long because he's a literal roly-poly, like, Velociraptor T-Rex. Like, he is nuts, but in the best way possible, and, like, see,
Dude.
he's got the puppy nips right now, like, it's really
Introduce
bad.
him. Introduce
Oh,
him.
okay. Hello, everybody. This is baby Beau Hawkins, the little roly-poly velociraptor. We picked him up yesterday. We hijacked Father's Day. And our hearts are complete. He is amazing. I was just bragging in the group chat about how amazing he is because he's litter box trained. It does matter like who you get your dogs
Mm-hmm.
from because he's very well socialized. The lady was like, "Oh, like if he's not in his playpen, he might have an accident." But I don't know
Yeah.
if it's because like the playpen is right by where like we're typically at. He just goes and takes himself over there and then goes potty and poop and whatever he needs to do.
How
And he
old is
goes and does
he?
his thing. He's only
No,
2
don't go.
he's only 2 months old. He's 8 weeks old.
8 weeks. Oh my gosh.
He's little baby
Seriously.
told me that Chubby told me. Chubby. Oh, he's like a fucking
Like I
Hershey
said,
right now.
I'm not an animal person, but I would snuggle this guy like all day long. And they're like babies. They just
He is.
sleep. Hey, while he
Yeah,
is a
no, because
baby.
he had the zoomies because he was out with us all. Okay, he gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, oh no.
Yes, I
No.
totally. If you guys didn't see, I totally have his face in my nose. I had his whole mouth inside my nose. But he had been out and about running errands with us all morning. Close the door, please. So he was
Yeah.
like sleeping in his little purse. I was like, in my stories, I was like, I can't believe I'm a fucking dog mom like purse person.
I
Like I
saw
was like,
that.
oh my
I
God, I'm that
know.
person. And even my husband's like, are we gonna be those people that fucking bring their dog everywhere? And I was like, not necessarily, but in my head, I'm like, if I can, I will. If
You
I can,
will.
I will.
I is. I is.
And so
Okay, so yep.
we brought him home. He had a little bit of the zoomies, and I was laying on the floor playing with him. And literally, all he did was climb up. Like he put one little paw on my chest. I said, "Did you want to come up?" He came up on my chest and was like, "Boonk." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then Clee was like, "Don't lay on the floor the whole time. Come on the couch. Take him on the couch." And we were literally posted on the couch for like the last 2 hours. Just
I love that. And how much bigger is he gonna get?
But well, it's gonna take a little bit, but he's supposed to get up to 25 pounds.
Okay.
The so about the same like
Size?
weight as our previous dog Fetty.
Yeah.
But she did tell us that if we can try to hold off on neutering him until like 1.5, he will
Mm-hmm.
reach his full potential, like body structure, because he has the
Okay.
potential to kind of be beefy,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah,
bulky
yeah.
beefy.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
if
Right up your
we
alley. You're just like, yeah.
I was like,
Bulky
yes.
baby.
Well, because like we had seen like Frenchies like that, right? And we're like,
Yeah.
I wonder like how they do that. Is it just like
Right.
genetics? But it is like most of them have the genetics to be like that, but people typically will spay or neuter too soon or neuter for
Right.
a dog. So because it's just like us, when you take out the parts,
Right. It
it's
affects things.
messing with their
Yeah.
hormones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's stunting his growth and his potential. So we're trying to figure out how to work around that because the city that I'm in mandates that at 4 months they have their rabies shot, microchipped, and spayed and neutered. And so I'm like,
Oh.
so I'm going to see how I can get an exception with the vet when I talk to them, and just
Right.
explain to
Right.
them like what my concerns are and stuff like that about doing it too early. They should accommodate it because I
Yeah.
technically can get like a 1 year. I was looking into it already last night and already
Right.
like shopping for pet insurance. Technically
Of
I can get like
course.
a
You want to
one
get it
year.
now. Yeah. You
Yeah.
want to get it now. Cheers.
I had it originally. Oh, cheers. I had it originally for my other pup, but I just let it lapse because I had it for about 4 years and nothing happened. And of course,
And then everything happens. Exactly.
yeah,
So you lesson learned.
lesson learned.
Keep insurance. Or it lapses when like, you get life insurance, it's like 20 years, nothing happens, and 20 years,
Oh
one
my
day.
God. Yes. Yeah. No, I don't let that shit like expire or lapse. But I do the
Yeah.
like the whole life
A whole
insurance.
life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Should never do
For
term
sure.
insurance ever.
I guess it depends on when and at what period in your life you get it because the premiums can be it's unaffordable, right? Like it's you
But
get the younger
ultimately
you get
though,
it, the earlier you get it, the cheaper
and the
it
more
is.
affordable it is though, as
Yeah.
long as you like, that's why I tell my kids, I actually already have the kids locked into like a universal whole life plan.
Yeah.
So I have them locked
Oh,
into that.
I don't have insurance for my kids. Never figured. I don't know.
It's a very little one, but they can roll it over when they turn 18 and either,
Oh, that's smart, actually. Huh, okay.
cash it out, or they can double it at the same rate.
Okay, I'll think about that. Oh, I didn't even
Mhm.
know. Okay,
I do
cool.
it through Gerber. I don't know if they have that, in
Yeah.
Canada, but I have
Yeah,
it
there's
through Gerber.
plenty. Yeah, there's plenty of people, right? Or
Mhm.
agencies or
'Cause my
whatever.
mom
But
actually opened up a whole life insurance for me, I think when I turned 18. Um,
okay, so that makes sense then, because you try getting it in your 30s, you're talking like really high premiums.
yeah, so that's
Like,
a separate one she did for me. I didn't even know about it until
right,
maybe 10 years ago. So that
right.
one actually matures in
Soon.
like 15 more years or something like
Okay.
that, maybe.
Right, right.
And then I actually can cash it out if I wanted to.
Right, right. Yeah, 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 that's what you can do with the whole,
Mhm.
but yeah, anyways, okay, so, let's just get into it.
Well, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Cycle, Redefining Weight Loss, Health, and Mom Life. And today we are doing our 1 year anniversary slash recap. Woo! Pew, 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 pew,
Yeah,
pew, 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 pew. 1 year.
we've
1 year of podcasting. What
that's
the
not
blank?
I know, and we haven't missed a week, like,
1 year of consistency. Yep. 1 year of planning. So I think actually
whew,
it's funny because you say that like we haven't missed a week. So we haven't missed releasing a week, but
mhm,
actually we haven't been able to always record week to week.
right.
But just like we tell our clients, it's all about planning and strategy, right?
Mhm, mhm, and so yeah, I mean, we figured a way around it, and we record, in bulk, whenever
Hmm.
we can, which we're doing this coming week because Carmie's on vacation, and I'm gonna make her
Yeah.
work.
I'm gonna stop telling her when I go on vacation, you guys, because I'm like, I'm tired. I just want to cuddle with a puppy. This is so hard.
I know, because that's an added, like, it wasn't even honestly, it happened so fast, so that's
It
crazy.
did. It did
But,
from, like, imagination to, like, fulfillment.
actual manifestation to fulfillment.
Yeah, there you go, that one, the manifestation. That is so funny. That's hilarious,
Yeah.
I know. But, so I kind of decided that I wanted to have this episode for you guys
Mhm.
because I feel like there's been a lot of growth between the both of us, within podcasting, within our own businesses and coaching, and also
Yeah.
even within ourselves.
Yeah.
Because you and I were having this conversation yesterday. And I'll just go ahead and start with, the revelation that I had told you because
Mhm.
a lot of times we enter into something kind of set in our own beliefs already.
Mhm.
And then somehow we stumble upon something or someone, in my opinion, that either questions those things in a good way, or maybe not even a good way, maybe also in in maybe not good way. Um,
Mhm.
but for me, our pairing and also me diving more deeply into things, I've learned that if there's something that I could go back and take and change, or I could say that I've changed my mind about, is that this industry, this journey, health and wellness, all of it is not cut and dry and it's not black and white. Because when I first came into the coaching space, I was very much
Mm.
like, this is what you have to do. This is what you should do. Do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you will get the results. And in a way, yes, but it's also lacking context and it's lacking consideration for people's season of life, the things that they're
Mhm.
going through. And so I've learned that as much as I am very like sassholey and very in your face and blunt, I've had to also kind of dial it back, and I think that you kind of helped me
Mhm.
with that, bring in some more of the soft side of it or empathetic side of it.
Yeah.
Not that I ever lacked empathy, but it was really just I was like, no, because you know what? I've had the cards stacked against me too, and I
Mm.
know you do too, but like just do the motherfucking thing. Where yes, do the motherfucking thing, but also too, maybe we've got to have to take a couple of things away. Maybe we only
Mhm.
focus on this. What can we do if we can't do this? Because I was very much like, you have to track
Yeah.
macros. You have to do this. Like, yeah, you should. At some point, we're going to have to get you there. But if that's just not where you're at right now, if I can get you to just at least maybe use fucking measuring cups, even though I hate it, or if I can just
It's
get you to do a
something.
plate
Yeah.
method versus you not doing shit, it's at least something. And so
Mhm.
that's probably where I've changed a lot of my coaching style, a lot of my thought process, a lot of how I handle people in general. So
Yeah.
that's just something for me that I've had a lot of growth in for my own personal coaching journey.
And I've seen it. I've seen it, it like happen in
Mhm.
IRL, in real
Yeah.
life. No, seriously. Yeah, you not are, were a little bit more hard ass and
Mhm.
like you said, to the point, and it has to be done this way. Or, even your messaging and how you came across. Not again, it's not that you weren't empathetic, you were,
Mhm.
just you were able to, over this last year, like I've seen you've grown so much because you actually took a step back and you said, hey, like, okay, especially like, so how this comes into play, I think, is how you and I have been talking about things since we first started. And like on air live, here we are having this conversation. And I'm like, oh, but what about this? And then you're like, well, yeah, but I see it like this. And we're having a real life discussion
Mhm.
in the moment. And our
Yeah.
thoughts are changing in the moment. We're
Mhm.
questioning ourselves in the moment. We're saying, oh, okay, I didn't think about that. You're right. Yeah. Like, yeah, I didn't see that perspective or I didn't see that. And
Mhm.
um, so these things like, so when you talk about it, like, and I really appreciate that. Like, I know you've expressed that to me as far as like, like, just more of the compassion or the understanding of like situations, seasons of
Mhm.
life and stuff. And I think where I come from, for me, when I started, and I'm much newer to space and in general fitness than, you are. And
Oh, not
I
by much.
but not my but still, like, I remember just kinda thinking, like, because what I did and how I was taught, for some reason, I think maybe because I had such a profound experience, personal experience myself, I kinda just thought, like, I can't do that because that didn't work for me,
Mhm.
and I came into the space more so like, "Well, this worked for me, so this is what's gonna work for others." What I'm also learning as well is, and, just between even, like, the fat loss phases that we just did, we learned that you can take 2 different
Mhm.
methods and be successful at
Mhm.
both, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, and like and I've seen you this last year, the progress that you've had physically as far as like how much you've put into working out, training, and really like just pushing yourself. And I'm like, damn, like I want that. And I want to do that. And but I honestly like when you talk about like how this has affected us professionally, it's affected us personally as well. And
Mhm.
for me, like I look up to you and I know what your life is behind the scenes, right? Not everyone
Mhm.
has access to that. They
Yeah.
see that you're a full-time mom of kids, you're working, you're doing meal prepping, but I know, layers and
You almost
layers.
know like the hour by hour, play by play.
Yeah, yeah. And so for me, like you've been such a source of inspiration in that regard as well. But going back, taking a step back professionally, like I honestly like Carmi is she's just on point. She's witty. Like you got that, right? Like, and you got that. And I was like, so when we started this podcast, like if it wasn't for you and who you are and the way that you show up, like you were my crutch a little bit. Like I used, like the way that you came across and just you as support to help me
Mhm.
in being able to articulate and communicate and just feel more confident. And I'm sure if we go back and play episode 1, which I will never do,
You're being your own worst critic though, because we
whatever.
have a
I
tendency.
know.
I mean, if you look at it, we're probably both kind of very green.
I
Kinda like, "Hey, what are we doing?" "Yeah, we're just gonna chat."
Yeah, but like seriously, just to see the progress as far as for me in terms of growth in that regard.
And it's
Yeah, I feel
huge, it's
like
been huge. Not that, like,
yeah.
not saying that you needed it, but it's honestly, like, I've watched you blossom because
Yeah.
I can recall a conversation, and I don't know if you'll remember this conversation, where I kind of almost was having a pep talk with you because you would struggle showing up on stories or, like,
Yeah.
on video on reels, and I remember just trying to encourage you, like, "Hey, like, we know you know your stuff, but like
Yeah.
get the audience to know you personally.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to share all of your ins and outs with them, but like
Yeah.
just get on and talk to them about like some type of thought or like how you're
Yeah.
feeling or like what you're going through in that moment. Like, because it will make you relatable. You are very relatable, but like it was just lacking that piece within like your whole page because it was like, here's the education part. This is what I have to offer. But like you weren't
Hmm.
you. And so I
Mhm.
remember I was like, just show up. As
Yeah.
uncomfortable as it feels, just show up because at some point it was uncomfortable for all of us. Like a lot of us felt cheesy. Like, who the fuck is listening to me? This is so weird. I'm fucking talking to myself. And then I'm putting
Yeah.
it out into the world, right? It's awkward. We all have those thoughts. And if you say that you don't, you're fucking lying. But I
I
remember
know.
encouraging you saying, just start. Just fucking start. Whether it's like your system of meal prepping, your system of organization with your food prep and how you store it and stock it, your freaking Park Far Away Club,
Right.
your Costco haul, just show it because you'll
Right.
never know like what thing you put out there that one day that helped one person. And then you
Right.
started doing it. And then
Yeah,
now
I got
here
on my
you are,
stories a
you're
lot.
doing
I would get on my stories.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
doing
I remember that.
lives, you're actually doing like
Yes.
live reels and stuff like that. Like so your growth has been just
Oh,
it's
I
like
remember it's crazy because I remember Ram saying a couple of years ago, I shared this on our group call there where he's like, you people need to get on lives, like get on lives, you get out there. And I remember having a thought, I'm like, there's no way I can. Nope, not gonna happen. And it didn't. It didn't happen. And a year went by. Then we started our podcast, and
mhm,
then a few months, whatever, 4, 5, 6 months went by, and then I was like, okay, really, in the last like I'd say 6 months, yeah, I just show up, I hit record, and like, here, let's
mhm,
start the live. I would never have done that before, right? So it's not that
yeah.
you're right, it's not that we're lacking the information or anything like that. It's just practice and reps, like you said, you always
Yeah.
say, right?
And then I think though too, a lot of it has come with our journey and our evolution and the confidence that we've gotten through that.
Hmm.
Because,
Yeah.
again, like all of this stuff that we get, the aesthetics and the confidence is a byproduct of all the daily habits that we
Hmm.
harp on all the time. So I think that also too, that you and I have also unlocked a new level of like our health journey as far as like body wise and body
Hmm.
aesthetics that like now we're feeling more confident and like we
Yeah.
are able to show up more comfortably.
Yeah, yeah, not to say that, like, negated, like, the way that we have shown up because we still made that decision a year ago to over a year ago, because that's when we actually started recording our
Hmm.
podcast, right?
Hmm.
To just sit down and say, "Let's do this," right? So, yeah, I mean, the confidence was there. Was there a little bit of, I don't know, were we hesitant? Yeah, there might have been a little
Hmm.
bit of hesitancy.
A little bit of
Um,
imposter syndrome, still a
a
little
lit
bit, but not as
and
much.
yeah, and one of our mentors, like Jeb, he always says, like, imposter syndrome just means that you need to learn more. You need
Yeah,
to, for us podcasting, you just got to keep doing
yeah.
it. You just got to
I
keep
mean, I
getting
like
out
the
there.
fact that sometimes I still have imposter syndrome because it
Yes.
just means that I'm not full of myself. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm still questioning myself, it means that I'm still having that quote unquote white belt mentality, still staying humble, but also still confident in what I have to offer this world.
Right, right, right. Yeah, and that just takes time, and we're just out here doing our thing. And like, I honestly have to say, and I don't know if you feel the same way, like, this is, just taught me a lot in terms of even just coaching, like, as a coach. Would
Hmm.
you say, like, it's helped you, like, communicate
Yeah.
with your clients as well?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because that's gonna go back to our, like, camaraderie with each other and, having each other to lean on and also, other people within our circle to, like, lean on and also kind of ping pong ideas off of. I think that this has allowed me to be more comfortable with making connections and also
Mhm.
leaning into, like, the things that you've kind of taught me,
Right.
where I'm able to tie that all in to help my clients even further.
Right, right. Yeah, I'd say too, because I don't train myself, but you obviously do. Like, you set up programs and you help. But
Mhm,
that's something definitely I think that you just articulated there. Like, you and I can lean on each other for things like that, especially,
mhm.
if I'm not. And we don't know everything. Like, I don't. I know Blake said, "Oh, you should, do the personal training side of it." I'm like, Blake, I'm still trying to get my mind wrapped around the psychology of it and nutrition. Like, stop,
Well,
right?
because honestly, it's very much like if you know how to program a basic thing, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty
But I'm like,
simple.
I'm good. I'll just stick to where I'm at right now, where I feel, that I can improve and learn
Yeah.
more and help my clients more, right? And that's more in, like, the psychology side of things,
But
right?
then again,
So,
that's because like you're kind of like alluding to like that's what your clientele is.
yeah.
is
Yep.
wanting to work on with you anyway. So there's really not
Yeah.
that necessity right now for you to have to do that. Most of them are coming to you to work on the inner work, plus also in tandem with their nutrition and lifestyle stuff. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it.
Yeah, yeah, and we talked about this with our podcast with Sean the other day, and it was about, like, self-selection as well,
Hmm.
right? So our
Yeah.
clients self-select to us based on what we put out there and what they resonate with us.
Hmm.
But yeah, definitely, I mean, this has helped us get out there, right? Like,
Yeah.
talking meeting other coaches,
Yeah. That's
having
weird. It's still surreal.
right? Isn't it?
Yeah, because like,
And
we
like,
walk into the room and, like, they know who we are. I'm like, "What? How do you
yeah,
know
yeah.
me?"
I know, I know. Well, hey, we put ourselves out there too, right? We're in
We
those
do.
rooms,
Yeah, but then
right?
you
Like,
just, like, because we watch the analytics a little bit, we don't pay that
yeah.
much mind to it. Like, it just well, it'll just, like, pop up randomly on YouTube when I'm uploading, so I'll just take a
Mm.
peek, like, as I'm in YouTube Studio, as I'm uploading the next one, it'll show me, like, how many watches were on, like, the videos, I can see it right
Right,
there in the column, and I'll just kinda pop into, like, the analytics part of it a little bit,
right,
but it's nothing crazy, but yeah, I had popped into Red Circle's analytics just for funsies, and I don't know what the standard is, but I was like,
right.
wow, that's a lot. I think I had told you some type of number of like in the thousands of downloads. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh,
Who's
oh, wow.
downloading our stuff?
I gotta
Yeah, it's like in the thousands, but I was like, who? Because not
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
shares and gives us feedback, right? But like,
Right,
how
right,
amazing is it if it's actually, and you guys can chime in and correct us if I'm wrong, like I don't know
right.
how the analytics work, but like if it was like actually just every person to person like listening and it was really like 2,000 downloads, like could you imagine like our shit is reaching 2,000 different
1,000.
set of ears.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I
That's
love that.
crazy.
I
That's
know.
crazy. Like because like it's really like this whole thing. We started this thing so we could have long form so that we could help more people. And so it's like, are we really seriously able to help 2,000 people?
Yeah, yeah, and, like and to be able to provide the context and the nuance that that we
Hmm.
always talk about because we
Yes.
can't on social media, that's very difficult to do, um, but this allows us to do it, and, yeah, so sometimes when we do get the feedback, which is really nice to get that from clients and
Hmm.
or whomever is listening, it's like, "Oh, wow, yeah, like this is actually having an impact," and of course we want it to have an impact. We want
Hmm.
it to help someone out in whatever way, whichever way possible, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but, like, it's just wild to me. It's wild that we're out there, sometimes I think about, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, who's watching these videos?" And we're all over.
You're like, are they watching to make fun of us? Are they watching to do weird things with our
Are they gonna
videos? Like
clip
what
us?
Well, that's why low key on YouTube, like one of the drop down selections is allow remixing, and I always go don't.
No.
Because I was like, God no,
We get way too
they're gonna
wild.
remix it, clip it, and friggin' start talking some smack.
Yeah.
And then like I will get highly dysregulated. And I've worked
And
very hard to be regulated.
like Carmi says, we get a bit squirrely on our podcast, so we wanna go there, but we do. We have fun. Hey, like, listen, this is you know, the I don't think people realize how much time and effort goes into podcasting. Like,
God.
let us just, take a second and explain a minute. Let's take a minute. So, first of all, we did decide on a day that we do podcast every week.
Mhm.
However, when we have guests on, that varies, and so we have to accommodate that into our schedules, which means it can interfere with family life,
Mhm.
things going on, even though we do our best for it not to. Then, we have to acquire these guests, which we're very fortunate to have Andrew Coates in our corner,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like we have, yeah, like he is amazing and has helped connect us to so many incredible coaches. And we get that opportunity to bring them on, and not only for us, but for us
For
to
you
share
guys
them with
listening,
you,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Um, so there's that part of it. And then there's the editing part. Although we don't edit a lot of the fluff out of our episodes, we just leave them as is. Like
Mhm.
we don't try to make them perfect. We still do have to take the time to go out, edit, make the
Make
clips,
clips.
edit those clips. And then we have to post them to different platforms, i.e., YouTube,
Mhm.
you know, Spotify, Apple, all of that. And to keep this going and just to keep showing up, like it
Well, not let's like you even
for
jumped ahead.
free.
Let's even talk about like day one when we were trying to fucking get this up and running.
Oh
Do
my
you
gosh.
remember? Oh my god, I
Yes.
don't even think we've
Spent
ever shared with
hours.
people like the freaking just the dumb fuckery that was happening of us trying to figure it out. Of us,
Oh my
I mean, we
gosh.
had help. We had like shout out to
Yes.
Daniel Yoris because he did
Yes.
help us. Like, okay, this is what you need. These are the platforms. Blah 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 blah. But I just remember because we I'm giggling and laughing right
Don't
now
I know what you're gonna
because
share.
no, because not even just that, but even before that, I just remember because we were so green, right?
Yeah.
We were like, do we do a test run? Like, do we do it like 3 days before? Because I'm on vacation. Do we like just hop on and like run a thing and just chat and then see how everything pans out? And we did. But then that's probably a testament to our fucking personalities.
Yes, yes. We're
And then
like
we did that. We did a trial run and we're like, okay, this is fine. And then we did our actual recording of the episode. And then the shit hit the fan when we were trying to freaking upload to Red Circle.
My gosh,
And
that's
I
on
just
me.
remember because like we were both like researching whatever because we weren't even trying to attack YouTube yet.
Yeah. Oh my
And I
gosh,
just
yes.
remember because I just remembered either a disgruntled text or a voice note or something. And she was like, God, I can't figure out how to get past this one screen. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
It's
hold
been
on,
4
okay.
hours. I think it's been
Yeah.
like 4 or 5
It was like
hours. I was on like Google and
I think it was
this
like
and
the
that.
night before, and I was like, okay, hold on a minute. I was like, walk away, and then like let me look at it at work or something the next day, and let me figure it out. And so I was clicking around, and I was like, oh, okay, blah 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 blah, this and this and this, and then I remember you're like, I fucking get the next day, like I can't fucking get past this one thing, and I was like, okay, call me in like an hour. Let me get
Yeah.
this shit situated. Call me in an hour. We'll sit down together on a FaceTime and we'll be on the computers together. And it was literally you just were clicking on the
I skipped the
FAQ page.
there was just a button. I kept missing that button. I just had to hit click on one button. That was all.
It was like either the like find out more, but then all she had to do was scroll down a little bit to click on the next button. But she was just getting stuck on the FAQ page, and she was like, "I have been
Oh my
fucking stuck on this page for 4 hours."
you know, because we who we are, we announce it, so we're accountable. Like it's coming out. It's coming out on this day, and then it had to come out on that day.
So we were scrambling. I remember it was the night before we were supposed to release it, right? We were
I
scrambling,
think so.
or
Yeah, 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 yeah. It was too.
and so we were
Oh
both
man.
on at like I think 9 at my time, 10 your time.
Oh
And then finally we were
yeah.
fixing it and then finally like once we got past the FAQ page, we were rocking and rolling. And
Mhm.
then we
Mhm.
and then we hit another hump. But like I think we're like, fuck it, who cares? Just roll with it. It was the link
Yeah.
hump, remember?
Right. 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 Attaching the
But at
links.
that point
Oh
it was too late. So I was like, I'm not gonna bother Daniel about this right now. We'll just
yeah.
let it roll and ride on the first episode. And literally it was one of those things where it was like, yeah, no, just highlight or highlight it, then click the link button. Cause I was clicking the link button first. Cause I'm like, who highlights then clicks the link button? In my brain, click the link button and then link it. Not highlight, then link. Come on, Riverside, get it together.
I know, right?
But
Oh
Daniel was
yes.
like, it
What
was
a
literally just a voice note of, yeah, no, you were almost there. All you have to do is, I was like, motherfucker.
almost there the
Yeah, you're
entire
almost there.
time.
Almost isn't
Almost.
good enough, sir. I needed to be there.
Oh my gosh. Yes, but we did it. We did it. And then, you know, we've obviously had our
Huh?
issues and stuff, but we've been really he's
Are you
back.
being bad?
Oh,
Or
if
no,
you
let
guys
it
were
again.
here. If you guys yeah, if you guys aren't oh my gosh, like so cute. Seriously. Oh, is he staying?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
I mean, at the end of the day, like we've had our issues and stuff, but I think we're finally at a point where it's like,
Don't
okay,
say
we're good
that.
now.
Don't say that.
Okay.
You're about to jinx it.
Um, I don't
You almost,
believe in I don't believe no
we're gonna have
jinx.
to call Cesar again.
Cesar, Cesar,
Cesar with all of
Cesar.
our freaking with all of our computer issues.
Yeah, so, you know, hey, I mean, at the end of the day, we're here. We're 1 year in and we're super proud of ourselves and it just right? Like, do you know? And I think the stats is like people don't make it past like 2, 3 episodes, let alone 12. And if
Now is
Like
that
a
a stat
majority
for, like, just
for
in
podcasts.
general
Yeah,
though?
yeah, yeah. People that start podcasts. So if you
Because
can
'cause I'm
get
wondering if
past
there's a difference between, like, a solo podcast and, like, a duo or, like, a group podcast. Because
who
I
fucking
feel
cares?
like I know, but, like,
Take
you're
it,
like, "Just let
bitch.
us fucking toot our horns." I mean, yes, we're gonna toot our horns, but I'm just because well, that's gonna lead me to my next point is, like,
Yeah.
could you and I have easily created our own solo podcasts? Probably. Do I feel like I might have fallen into the statistic
Uh-huh.
of after a few
100%.
episodes dropping off? Probably. So does this duo help keep us accountable and help me keep showing up?
Yes.
1000%.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So
And
I think that has
honestly,
a lot to do with it though too. Like just our connection, our friendship that's
right.
evolved, this being something that we enjoy and it doesn't feel forced, like it allows us to be able to continue to want to show up.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure, all of those things. Yeah, because doing those solo podcasts is not easy. I wouldn't do it. There's no way that I'd be able to stick to it. And I know a lot of our colleagues have, and kudos to them. Like
Mhm.
they have a mixture of solo episodes and guest episodes. I just know that it's not even that I couldn't, I wouldn't want to, period. And
Yeah,
I think
because
that's
I think it'd be for me, it'd be boring because it's like I'm able to like have more banter and be witty and show more personality
yeah,
with a second person. Like, how do I
yeah.
be witty by myself?
I know.
I would start to feel a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Well, you can tell yourself not to trip chocolate chip, but
Don't trip, chocolate chip. Boop.
yeah, you could
Seriously, though, turn off Spotify and Apple and turn on YouTube. So
right?
much visual gold right now.
Well, apparently Apple now you can play it with a video, so I don't know
Oh
how that
yeah, it
works,
was
so we're gonna have to figure
yeah.
that out.
Oh yeah,
So,
I meant
yeah.
to ask somebody.
I think
Maybe we need
well,
to
ask Jimmy because Jimmy and Aram have that feature turned
okay.
on to their
Okay.
podcast. I'll be honest, I haven't listened to it in a long while, but
Okay.
I think there was one episode that I did listen to and they had it. We will
Yeah,
find out for
Heather had
our
announced that.
Oh, okay. Well, there
I'm
you go,
wondering if
right?
you just run it because you know how like on YouTube because you download or you export a video version and then like just an audio
Yeah.
version. I wonder if you just have to feed the video version to it.
Maybe. Yeah, let's find out. But yeah, no, I mean, of course, like this is, I think the feel that we've always wanted to the tone, the feel that we wanted to express through this podcast was that like you're sitting on the sofa and or couch or whatever and you're right along with us having
Mhm.
that conversation like we call it the girlfriend.
The
What is it?
girlfriend
Power
power
hour.
hour.
So, that's the feel and
But
hopefully
that would be the actual feel though too. Like if like
yeah.
people were at RCS with us or like out to dinner with us, we're not any different. This is
No.
exactly how we are. This is exactly how we show up. And
Yeah.
so it's like I think that that's the amazing piece of that is that like we are who we are. We give you who we are and we stand on that. And if you were to meet us out in public in like a social setting or a conference setting, these are exactly the same type of conversations or same type of like,
Yeah. What you
interactions
see
you're
is
going to
what
have.
you
Yeah.
get. What you see is
I
what
mean,
you
Dal does
get.
turn up a little bit, a
I
few more
do.
decibels. I like to party, but not Dal's type of party.
Yeah, I
Mama
know.
got
I
it, but ain't
know.
got it like that.
Oh, I don't know. I saw something different that night, but anyways, she's got it for one night. That's it.
Pretty much. There you go. See?
Yeah.
I got to
But I love
progress up to it.
But I love that we're able to bring two different personalities, two similar personalities, two different perspectives.
Mhm.
Again, we're very similar, but we're very different in a lot of regards, right? Like
Yep.
even parenting, how we manage things in our house with our kids, our families, just all of it. Like bringing everything, nutrition, fitness, scheduling, all of that back to how we do things. And we want to make sure that we give you that experience of or understanding of our experience is
Mhm.
experiences plural and how different and similar they are and that working within the parameters of your lives is what we say for a reason because
Mhm.
our lives are very different. They
But I
are.
love that though, because honestly,
Yeah.
too, because if you and I were exactly the same,
Yeah.
always agreed on everything.
Yep.
Like, how good or how much help could that offer people? I think that us coming together, similar but different
Yep.
in a lot of different ways, will help resonate with certain people, whoever needs to hear it, because they're like, oh,
Right.
okay. So she's more like this, but she's more like that. I kind of like where she's coming from with this part, but then I also like how she's coming from
Yeah.
this part. So let me hybrid this shit and take a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Because honestly, too, that's also how we have evolved.
Right.
I
Right.
know I'll speak for
Right.
myself. Like
Yep.
I stand on business. I'm blunt. I'm very in your face.
Yep.
But I've also taken a little bit of you, and I was like, okay, let's be blunt
Likewise.
and let's be in your face, but let's maybe dial it back with it or sprinkle it with some empathy.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 and likewise, though, I think I've learned that from not think, I know I've learned that from you as well, to be a little bit more, I don't know what
Unapologetically you.
yeah, 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 exactly, and sometimes I mean, it's not often, but, like, yeah, I'm definitely a little bit more blunt than I used to be, for some things, right?
But I love
But
it because you're like,
yeah,
I know, because I've heard you in like
yep,
some of our coaching calls and stuff like that, where you're like, no, hold on, wait a minute.
right,
And I'm
yep,
like, oh,
yeah,
go
you're
off,
like, "Ooh,
girl.
yeah,
Oh, go.
yeah, oh, yeah,
I
there
went
are"
like, one time I did a double take because I was, like, driving, so, like, I'm because 'cause I'll have it on, and then, like, I was driving, paying attention to the road, and then I was like, "That's her voice. Is that her voice?" I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hold on." I was like, "Let me turn wait, let me turn it up." Go off, girl. Yeah,
I know, right?
yeah,
There's some things that
yeah.
I'm just so, like,
I'm like, "That's my
convicted in.
friend. Mhm, that's my friend. Mhm, mhm. Yeah,
Right?
y'all heard her? Turn on your fucking cameras. Y'all heard her?"
Oh, man, I love it. I
But I love
love
it because I
it, and
don't
I
think
love
that you a year ago would have
no.
the confidence to do it. I know you
Yep.
have the smarts and the education and knowledge to think it and know
Yeah,
it, but I
for
think you would
sure.
have kept your fucking mic muted and been
Yeah,
like,
I would have just not voiced it. Yep, 100%, 100%. You are totally correct in that, like,
where you're like,
oh,
unmute. I'm not even going to raise my hand. Unmute. Excuse me. I have
yeah,
something to say.
like,
There's been a couple of times where I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, y'all are in fucking trouble. Y'all don't see that side. I do. Sit down, motherfuckers, and shut up. Shut up.
oh my gosh, yes, you're correct. I know with my clients, I'm like, "Okay, now I'm gonna have to put that coach hat on." So, and then get into the
You're like, okay, with love.
yeah, yeah, exactly, with love.
With love,
However, do you really
respectfully.
think love it. No, I yes, no, I appreciate that, and you're totally correct, right? And let's just tie this back into health and wellness journeys of any of you. This just comes down to like anything, just intention, consistency, even doing some of the inner work. Like for me to show up, yes, the practice and reps, of course, right? That's what it always comes down to. But it was also like, okay, well, why am I not saying anything? Why am I not saying it in a more convicted way, right? Like
Mhm.
things like that. That's definitely something I've learned from you because you are like snap, saying what you got to say, and
I'm like,
you're.
oh, too much? Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, I think anyone that's followed you for long enough knows you, even if it's coming across a certain way, they know you enough to know that like it's not lacking empathy, it's not lacking compassion, it's right? Like I feel that. Like I think
Yeah.
our
Most of the time
audience.
when I get loud is where I'm like, okay, we've had a lot of empathy, we've had a lot of educating, posts. Like now I'm feeling a need to give a
Yeah,
little tough love. And whether it resonated with you or not, like I'm okay with that because here's the thing. Not every message is meant for
yes,
everybody. So if you didn't take anything from that, cool, it wasn't meant for you. You didn't need it. Swipe.
exactly.
Keep going.
Exactly.
If it hit you and it stirred something in you, it was probably meant for you. Because not
Right.
everything is going to hit, and that's
No.
fine. And not everything's going to resonate, and that's fine. And that's the thing is like the page is meant to be a mixture of things that like either you can take from this, you don't need that. Cool, cool, cool. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. And it is what it is. And at the
Right.
end of the day, if you know me well enough and you've been on my page long enough, you know that ultimately my goal is to make you feel empowered and get you to that other side because I fucking know what it's like. I know what it's like to live in
Mhm.
a puddle of suck, desperate, frustrated, and just down and out. Like, this shit's never gonna work for me. I'm never gonna be one of those people. But guess what? I fucking showed up. I figured it out. I fucked around. I found out. And now I'm one of those motherfucking people. And I want that for you.
Yeah.
period.
Yeah. Mic drop. And seriously though, like Carmi is one of those people. She has a heart of gold. Like you really do. You do. You go above and
Don't
beyond.
tell
You
people
show.
that. Then they're all
I
gonna wanna be my
know.
friend. I'm just kidding.
Mm, I
I'm
know,
kidding.
right? Fuck that.
Asshole.
That's
I'm
me.
just kidding.
That that spot is reserved for me and me, one and only me.
I appreciate that.
That's it. Okay, don't try to wiggle your way into this dynamic duo. Just kidding. But seriously, you do. And you're very giving, very caring, very loving. I've got to experience that, as a friend, like the relationship that we've been able to cultivate over the last, especially over the last year. Oh my God, like that in itself, this podcast, like,
Oh,
listen, we are busy. Everyone is busy. I get it. I've talked about this before that this year for me and going forward, and, it might change, but I'm really trying to make a concerted effort to talk to friends, spend time with friends, visit friends, whatever that looks like, right? And for us, I mean, just showing up at RCS is supporting
mhm.
Iran, but it's also making that effort to show up
Yeah.
for each other, right?
Let's be honest, at this point, yes, it is to support him, but it's really more for
For
fucking
us.
us.
I know.
It's our excuse to have our yearly meetup.
Exactly. And so what this has allowed us to do is not only provide the service for you, and to help you as our audience or listeners, but also Carmi and I reserve a little bit of time after we conclude recording our podcast to actually sit down
Yeah,
and touch base. And that's
yeah,
our
temperature
time to,
checks.
yeah, to talk. And we don't get on the phone on a weekly basis or whatever, but but this is our time. So after the
Mhm,
podcast is concluded, sometimes it can be an hour conversation because we have a lot of life shit going on and we need each other, but sometimes it's like 10-15 minutes, and sometimes it's like,
mhm.
hey, okay, catch you next week.
Yeah,
Right? So that is what has helped I know help us develop the relationship and cultivate where we are as far as
mhm,
our friendship is concerned,
mhm.
right? Because we
Yeah,
took that time out every week to get to know one another more
yeah,
and gave us that
yeah.
space and time to do that.
And it's
And
also evolved into, like, a place where, like, we know, like, it's a safe place. Like, we've created, like, another safety net between the 2 of us, and, like, we've
yeah,
learned each other's, like, patterns and mannerisms. It's so funny. Like, I
I know
think
we
about that all
know.
the time. Like, the other day when I was like, "Yo,
Yes.
are y'all alive? Like, y'all haven't tapped
Yeah,
into the group chat."
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
because
or
we know the patterns, right? Or, like,
yeah,
when you called me
yeah,
out the blue, and you don't
yeah.
normally do that because usually
At
you'll,
eight
like, be like,
o'clock at
"Hey,"
night.
yeah, you're like, "Hey, can we get a call?" Or, "Hey, let's catch up tomorrow." So, like,
Mhm.
I was outside, I didn't even have my phone on me, and I'm breaking down boxes, and then, like, my watch is buzzing in, and, like, your name pops up, and I was like, "Oh, fuck." And then I
Yeah.
told you, like, my spidey senses said, like, don't let it, like, hang up, like, don't call her back, like, put your shit down, run in the house. I literally, like, threw the
She
box cutter down
did.
and went
I know.
I was like and I wasn't really it wasn't even like, "Hey, what's up?" It was a, "Are you okay?" I didn't
Yeah,
even say
right
hi. I was
away.
like, "Are you okay? Are
Yeah.
you
I'm like,
fucking okay?"
"No."
No. Okay, hold on. I gotta put my earbuds on.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
then she
it's
even had the audacity to be like, "Do you have a second?" Bitch, I answered the fucking phone. Yes, I have a second. If I didn't have a second, I wouldn't have fucking answered the phone, you dum dum.
oh, next level though. It is. It's next level. It's like it's crazy. So yeah, I mean,
But then you've done that
oh,
for me though too. You've done that for me
yeah, of
too. Like where you're
course,
like,
of
if the fuck
course.
your name fucking pops up and I'm not expecting it, you're like fucking answering it.
100%, 100%. So like outside of bragging about our relationship, I think that we want to give a big shout out to all of you, like
Yeah.
for really
Our
taking
consistent listeners
again, yeah, taking the time out to download, to
and
share, to
share.
like, to even if you don't like to give us the feedback, and even if you don't, that's okay. We don't care as long as like this is getting out there and you're taking the time to listen. Cause I know like with podcasts, it's not, yeah, you can put it in like you can listen to it while you're doing something or whatever. But sometimes, even for that, like sometimes people don't always want to be on and listening to something.
Mhm.
Right. So,
Yeah.
and then to choose us as one of your top podcasts to listen to every week,
Yeah.
like, holy shit, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel really flattered and
Yeah.
grateful.
Yeah, because
Right.
that's our imposter syndrome kicking in a little bit like, "Oh, you're listening to us. There's so many
I
smarter people."
know.
I mean, not that we're
I
not
know.
smart, but, like, it's like, like, sometimes I still feel
Yeah.
that way, where I'm like, "Why are you fucking listening to me?"
Well, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're not gonna know everything. We will always, always, turn to there are people like we don't read research, right? Like
Right.
there
We're
are
humble
people.
enough to reach out to our resources that we
Yes.
have. But I don't think that
Yes.
anybody should ever know everything anyways, though.
And no one
I think the
can,
best
right?
type of coaches or the best type of people are the ones that are like, I don't know it all. I know
Yep.
some or I know a lot, but like the things that I don't know about, either like I don't know, I can find out, or I don't
Yep.
know, but you know what? I have a resource for that. Give me a second. Because I think those are
Yeah.
the best type of people because they don't claim to just be black and white and know everything.
Yeah, or let me consult with one of my coach
Hmm.
colleagues, right?
Yep.
Like I've done that quite a few times. Like, oh yeah, she deals with clients that, South Asian clients that really struggle with like diabetes or something like that, whatever, right? Like,
Mm,
hey,
hmm.
let me reach out to that person, and coaches have reached out to me like, oh, you're South Asian. Oh, not to mention, hello, we're women and we're a different type of Asian, but we're both Asian. So we bring a whole different perspective and flavor to the podcast as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And we're two ethnic women, and you don't
And
see
I think
that
it's
a
important to
lot.
represent that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think it's not represented enough. It's becoming more prevalent, but I just don't think there's enough out there showing the inner work stuff and the mindset stuff and like also like relatable, like the
Breaking
mommy
the
life.
cycle stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
because that's
Because that's very taboo in our cultures, in
yeah,
the brown and niece cultures. Like you don't talk
yeah,
about that shit. Like that shit's the norm. Like there's nothing wrong with you. Just
right.
keep going.
We turned out fine. No.
Like, but that's the thing, is a lot of us are
Yeah,
gaslit about that shit, and like we're
yeah,
normalizing it, and that's okay. Like it's okay
yeah.
that that happened to you and you're not broken, but you're gonna have to unpack that shit and sort through that shit.
Yeah, that's where title really originates, and stemmed from was, excuse me, the fact that the two of us, come from different cultures, and, and you don't have to. I mean, I think we resonate with all women in general because doesn't matter what culture, background, ethnic group you come from, like we're all dealing with similar things, right?
Mhm.
They just look different, right? And between our cultures, though, it's more familiar and similar.
Yeah. Yes.
And so, yes, even bringing that aspect of it to this pod, I think, or I know, we both know that it really does resonate with many women. And so, yeah,
But even for some coaches, like coaches, because
yeah, and
coaches listen to
coaches,
us,
going back to
because
that, yes,
yeah, so coaches listen to us, and so maybe it'll help them have a different insight with some of their clients.
right, right,
Be like,
yeah,
okay, oh, okay, yeah, I remember Carmie and Dal talking about something like that in their culture. Okay,
right.
let me see what these girls have to say, so that way I can further help my client break through some of that shit.
And some coaches haven't gone through the same experiences we've gone through, like my weight loss journey, your weight loss journey, your
Mm,
strength journey, mine, all of
mm.
that, right? And so that also brings a different perspective as well. But yeah, I think, I love you. So
I
I'm
love
so glad
you.
that we met. And yes, glad our paths yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we're not going to get down.
Don't pull a muscle. You're
I
not
know,
feeling
right?
well.
I
Calm
know.
down.
I'm
And
still
my glutes
drugged
are sore
up.
right now. It's glute day.
You know what? I haven't worked out in like 4 or 5 days, and I'm like feeling it. I'm like, I want to work out, but
Girl,
it,
sit
mm,
down.
uh-huh, exactly. Yeah, and then you have like I have so many other things that I have to deal with right now too. But anyways, with that, any concluding remark? I
No,
mean,
just
just
thank you. Thank you guys for like loving on us and, listening to
yeah,
us and being, our ride or dies. And, I hope that we continue to provide education, knowledge, make you feel seen, make you feel heard throughout this
yeah,
journey. And just thank you for being a part of it, honestly. Like, thank you for giving us a platform. I mean, I know that we put
mm,
this out there, but you guys helping us like listen, share, like has allowed us to be able to create this platform for you guys. So just honestly, just thank you.
yeah, yeah. And we're gonna keep doing the thing and keep showing up and
As long as she doesn't make me keep working 5 days a week. Just kidding. For free.
I'll be nice and crack that whip. Uh, all right. Well, yeah, with that, we'll leave it there, and hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And again, thank you. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.